We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? Talking Shit Tuesday. Today is going to be a nice little Talking Shit Tuesday because Don't My God Cookies, _LLC on Instagram and don'tmygodcookies.com is doing a big giveaway today. We're giving away 2 sets of cookies or coffee and 2 draggies. Now, it's going to be randomly given away to whoever we think is funny or says something funny or just anyone that I think randomly could use this stuff. So just, make sure that you don't do the super chats or super likes or anything like that just to get draggy stuff. I know some people hit me up on emails and like, I'm going to pay you a bunch of money, so you have to give me a draggy. And I'm like, I love you, but this is going to be totally random. So, and hopefully you guys are honest enough to let me know that you didn't win before, because I don't keep track. I don't keep track of who are the giveaway winners. But today we're going to talk about is, because old is new again, has my content specifically, or just in general, made you look at Fox bodies, made you look at anything differently. A lot of people hit me up on email. A lot of people hit me up on the comments of my videos, and they're like, hey man, I got to get me a Fox. So I've seen a lot of people kind of like allude to that, and I thought to myself, I wonder if a lot of people out there are actually going to attempt to potentially build something instead of the new car game. We all know the new car game is a little tired, a little sus. We don't think it's going to be a long-lasting thing. So we'll see what the future holds. But I'm going to interview somebody pretty soon that is going to give me a little bit of an insight as to what's happening with the new car game. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that interview. It'll be sometime in December. I think December, January, and February. I'm going to line up some interviews with people that I've been meaning to interview for a long time, because during the summer here, it's hot. We don't really do much, but you guys are out there racing. But in the winter time, you guys are inside, you're watching stuff, and the views go up, money goes up, and everything works out nicely. But before we get too into the weeds, as always, I would like to thank the sponsors of the show, the people that make it possible, the people that pay a monthly nut to be on the stream. We really want to give them a nice shout out. Absolutely. So we got DNA High Performance. That's right. DNA High Performance sponsors the show Tuesday. They make sure that they pay a monthly nut to be on. So DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com. Check out their Black Friday sales. Check out their website. Buy parts. Give them some support, because they support me, so I support them. I don't care what anyone else says. DNA High Performance supports this channel, so I would hope that if you guys are going to buy any parts, cold airs, fuel systems, whatever, get it from DNA High Performance.com. PMAS, Nick James, PMAS, snowing like a motherfucker up there, doing flow bench testing and working on a Barracuda. 2 Auto Solutions working on LTs. Parts Farm, thepartsfarm.com, has a GT500 on the lot right now, a 13 or 14 if I'm not mistaken. Part out, so hopefully the motor's in good shape. Don't My God Cookies, don'tmygodcookies.com _LLC. And Ben Calamer's transmission. He just showed me a set of forks that he made for the 3160 program that he's got going on. So I can't wait till someone tries to copy those and put them on their website and call them their own, because that's exactly what happened to Ben Calamer last time. Let's say hi to the people. Get to it. Gallo Bravo, Diego, Redbird, Angelo, Montero, T.J. Sikorsky, Paul Ponthieu said his local Ford dealership called Antex, and it said, you want to trade in your 17 for a new car? Guys, this new Mustang will sell, but I don't think it's going to be like the initial push to sell that car is going to be hardcore, and you're going to see people probably keep their Gen 3s in their possession, or their Gen 2s. They're not going to, I don't think people that have an ESS, a Whipple, blah, 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 I don't think they're looking to get a Mustang as a primary performance vehicle. If anything, it'll be their second. That's right. Like, if you already have a fast car, you might get a Dark Horse. Shout out to Dark Horse, the dumbest fucking name I've ever seen in my fucking life for a car. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Minibag Madman, Great Escape, JD Swag, SD, 2013 GT, Denzel Hatch, Lex Luthor, Douche did it. Paul again, EPA in the house. What's up? Lake, Tony B, Alfredo, Matt A, 94 GT Verb, Pedro, Barra, Crowd Control, Melissa, Pretty Lady with the Cookies, Buy Cookies, Smell Her Lotion, Bono Bird is 722, 60 to 130, good for my NA combo. I did a quick pull before I went to Mondays. Yeah, that's Supercharge S550 times. Solid 10-second car. D-Rock Fox, Explorer, Man, Oliver Bryan, Corey B, underrated and technical, Darren Harper, Bondo Bird again, Abdullah Al-Abbasi. Abdullah Al-Abbasi, where are you from? Like, where are you? He's gonna be, I'm Mexican. Remember that guy? No, Abdullah is not an Indian name. It's Arab. Bendición Theo says, Reaper Rican was SD Tito, Ford More Performance, underrated and technical, Robert Rocha, low and slow. Anthony Fast Rider, pure B58 powered. That means he has a Supra. No, a BMW. Gallo Bravo, Bondo Bird again. My God, Eric, do you think 21? James Williams, look, Cheruviate is actually awake. Oh my fucking Lord. He showed up. Yeah, I learned to weld upside down. And shout out to the people that get on the channel and don't hit the simple like button. The like button is engagement. YouTube sees it algorithmically. By the way, I'm going to start posting more on Facebook. Why? They're paying me now. That's right. Meta. I got a PayPal deposit from Meta. Okay, here's some content to Facebook and the Yellow Douchebag page, so you'll see some stuff that I've already put up on here on the Yellow Douchebag page, so the peasants that don't pay for anything and are still on Facebook can see some of the shit that's going on over here. So, a lot of people have started telling me, man, I gotta get a Fox. Gotta get a Fox. I see Alex out there with his Mustang, and I feel like I gotta get a Fox. Before you do that, guys, understand this. Today was a perfect example of why not to get a Fox. If you are a member of the channel, I uploaded a video for the members only of me going to get the Mustang registered. And it brought me back to the days when I was 17 years old, where shit doesn't work on an older car and you need it. Now, if you make your Fox body your primary vehicle, I think you're smoking big time crack. In my opinion, a Fox body should be the car you take out on no rain, Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon drives just to choppity chop around and do your thing. If you think you're going to drive your Fox body to work for a week and you're more than 10 miles away from home, you are smoking that crack. Now, this car is a nice little car, but it is not great, but it is a nice little car. The reason I bought it was the power plant. It has a 351, looks to be a 408 stroker. Looks to have a Tremec transmission, looks to have a stout cam. With an automatic, this might be a 9-second car on a 2,900 pound chassis. Let's say if I put a turbo 400, 430s, and this 351 with the 85 in a car, it might be a 10-second car, maybe a high 9-second car, because it makes almost 500 rear wheel, 470. Let's just call it that. And it makes really good torque. But a lot of people are like, I can't, oh my God, Alex is making me want to get a Fox. And I wonder if people are out there realizing that old is becoming new. Now, I talked to someone who's in the industry, who has a place in this industry, and he's like, yeah, new car stuff is going to be limited, and this is the first time in my lifetime, that a new car, new Mustang, is going to be known to be limited in aftermarket support. The aftermarket is not stupid. They're saying, where's the big money going? Diesel trucks are still diesel trucks. If you're a diesel truck fan, you're good. For a long time, because I don't think any of those trucks will be affected. Yeah, the DPF stuff, but you could see that this supposed new 6.7 liter truck, F350, F450 diesel is going to make a lot of horsepower. So if you're a diesel guy and you just want to do some stuff to your truck, but I know the tuning might be limited on that also. So maybe you're on the same boat. But at least the diesel got a bump in horsepower, whereas the Dark Horse does not make as much as the GT250, and the old GT doesn't make any more than the new GT doesn't make any more than the old GT. So a lot of people in the aftermarket are saying, wait a minute, Ford is just giving you something, and they're happy existing. A lot of people will tell you, well, the new Ford Mustang, at least they're still making stick shift new Ford Mustangs. Great, they're not any faster than the previous generation, so why should we buy it? It's an S650, guys. It's an S650, no different than an S550, except a couple little curves here and there. I guarantee the trans mount will be the same. The IRS stuff will be the same. It's just a different body. How can they call it a different chassis if it's just a massaged S550? Anyway, the aftermarket's looking at it and going, well, we're not going to support this because Ford is just phoning it in. This is the last death throes before they do a boss, before they do a tribute GT500, and then they go away to do electric shit forever. So a lot of people are starting to look at the old cars. Yes, and you saw that a company affiliated with American Muscle, Turn 5, bought another company that is an aftermarket supplier of old school muscle car stuff. If you look at Justin Dugan's post on Facebook, he basically let everybody know that a company that he works for, Turn 5, acquired a company that does old school muscle car stuff. Not to like revolutionize it, but to be in the game. Right now, if you are a tuner or a company that relied on Ford, Dodge, and Chevy to put out badass cars to bolster your aftermarket business, get ready to pivot. And if you don't pivot with the times, you will disappear. How many of you guys remember the Fox body names of old that never got out of the Fox body days? And they only reappear when the Godzilla came out. All of a sudden, these guys that were dormant, like fucking like koi fish in the winter, all of a sudden it gets a little warm outside. Wait, what? There's a push. There's a push rod V8. What? There's a push. Well, let me warm up my lathe and start. Let me get the shaft mount rocker system. So those people died. People that were like legitimate badass shops in the Fox body days went bye-bye. Name shops on the chat that were Fox body heavy that once 94, 95 and modular came around, they went sasso. They disappeared, and only after they reluctantly coyote swapped their cars. Like, I guess we got to coyote swap our cars. But the whole Fox body small block Ford stuff went away. Now you're starting to see that old is new again, and you'll start seeing people that old names that weren't popping up before are going to become prevalent because people are looking at old cars again. Something the EPA can't fuck with, because the new stuff is Dud City DOA, dead on arrival. It is not something that's percolating inside you and going, oh my God, I can't wait to modify it. Like RPG said, oh my God, S21 F-150 guys and S650 guys are blessed. Cool. What can we do with that block? Nothing. Because if the computer's going to be locked down, what the fuck are we going to do with that badass block? Now, if the computers eventually become unlocked, the EPA probably is going to pay a real close attention to all you tuners, because I think those computers have a nice little antenna that phones back home. And if you saw a couple of posts that people put up about the C8 Corvette, this little antenna on the computers that phones home and you can't disable it, can literally revert your program back to stock if it deemed to be tampered with. So I just think the aftermarket is going to pivot, is going to do electric stuff, and is going to eventually do old school muscle car stuff again to actually stay alive in this industry. I just don't think there's any other choice that they're going to do. Plain simple. Only good thing, at least most S550 parts should bolt on. 500 horsepower, 1200 foot-pound torque. I remember when we touched 600 foot-pounds and it was the end of the world. Should I buy a Center Force DYAD or Mantic Clutch 14 GT500? Out of those two, I would do a Mantic Clutch out of those two. Now, John Lund Sr. has a Mantic Triple in his car. He likes it, but he thinks it could be better. But I'm gonna talk a little shit here. They like the feel of a spec clutch. So take that for what it's worth. Like, they like the on-off switch feel of a spec ST. The biggest hunk of shit clutch ever made. These guys love the way it feels. They don't make more power. They don't look better than the Gen 3, and they can't be tuned. No reason to buy the new S650. Just tuning in, restart the stream. Have you seen the promotional vid of it launching in an airfield and the driver absolutely roasted the clutch? Ford thought that was an okay vid to release. Now, where is that? Is that on Instagram? Let's go on Instagram. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's see if you're talking shit. Because Ford is really bad at social media. Like, legendarily bad. And I don't know who runs their social media department. I don't know who's in charge. But goddamn it, these guys are fucking terrible. Terrible, terrible. 700 horsepower. Okay. Let's go to Ford. Let's go to Ford and see if they release the fucking video, because they're dumb. Ford. Come on. Okay, Ford Motor Company. Okay, here we go. Ford Motor Company. But you said an airfield? I don't see anything about an airfield. So can you tell me where you saw that video so I can post it up? The fully networked electrical systems are the end of new cars being truly yours, says the Exploder. Hey, Alex, differences if any of road race tunes get compared to a street-specific tune or drag-specific tune? Yeah, Dipstick, I probably limit timing, and we probably raise the IAT retard a little bit, because on a road race car, I don't think you need max spark at 7,000 RPMs, because what happens is if we're commanding a higher spark and then your cylinder head temps get higher and higher and higher, eventually by lap 2 or 3, that spark is going to get kicked back by the knock sensor. So what happens is on a drag race setup, you're only going down the track less than 10 seconds, hopefully. So we're okay with raising max spark on the 85 specifically to a 30, let's say. But if you're a road race guy and you're on pump gas or Sunoco 114 or 260 GT or whatever the hell you got going on, I'm probably going to cap it at 27, 26, because by the time the cylinder head temps, by the time you're on lap 3, 4, or 5, you don't need to see 30 degrees of timing. I think you're going to be nice at 27, 28, and the higher cylinder head temps will keep that timing where it should be. And I think you'll be more consistent, because when it comes to lap times on road race guys, you want consistency. You don't necessarily want like one bonsai lap, right? If you have like a track attack car, that's completely different. But if you have a car that you do 15-minute sessions in and you can get 3 or 4 or 5 laps around Sebring, in that session, then you're probably going to be super consistent. If I leave the timing somewhere that it won't be affected, because let's say lap 1, you're seeing 30 degrees of timing, and this thing is making an extra 10 horsepower, and you're getting in, getting out beautifully. Then by lap 2, the cylinder head temps get hotter, and the knock sensors don't love that timing, so they kick back 3 or 4 degrees. So now you're at 26 degrees of timing on lap 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to look at your lap times and you go, wait a minute, lap 1, I did phenomenal. Why was I going slower every lap? Then I capped the timing at, say, 26. And your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps are closer together than if I was really aggressive with timing. And your first lap is a lot quicker than your second, third, and fourth. So hopefully that helps. No, Whipple is not a TVS. Whipple is a twin screw. Right, Bondabird? Let shield the ECU so it can't phone home. I always loved the Fox body. I had a 5.0 Mustang back in the day, and now I want one. Says DNA High Performance in the house. Says hola. Sorry I'm late. Says Boss King Bichotazo. Turvey should sell merch and do the car giveaway. Yeah, I mean, there's people out there that you try to help, and like there's like JD Swag is helpful as shit. I'd do anything for him. Same thing with Matt 2011 GT, always super helpful. SK Jeff, all the YouTube Corrupt. I haven't seen him in a while. All those guys are legit. I would do anything for them. But Turuviate is one of those guys that I think he's just helpless. Like, no matter, look, I know better than he knows. I know I have forgotten I have forgotten more shit than he knows currently. But he thinks he's King Daddy bullshit and no one's going to tell him different. He's going to build it his own way. He's going to come to find out once he gets that car on the track, it's a fucking dud. And he wasted 3 years of his life building a V6 Mustang to get chopped up by a stock 2-valve. It's crazy. Don't worry about Whipple. It takes 80 weeks to get one. Yes, sir. Going to happen. Left my ass up. My pitch for Draggy is to prove no, I'm not even going to do that. Just be normal. Have fun on the chat, because if you're pitching to get the Draggy, yeah, I'm probably not going to give it to you. Just hang out. I would buy Turvey a performance. Sure. Corrupt is on TDC pretty often. Yeah, I think YouTube Corrupt identifies with that channel more. That channel has done really well lately. It's making halfway decent money over there. And I really enjoyed, because it's legit bro talk. This is mostly car related bullshit. Is Turvey on the spectrum? I guarantee it. I guarantee Turvey is on the spectrum, and you can't tell him any different. DNA gave me a killer deal on all things I needed. Valley 10 speed. Valley 10 speed is I think it's Valley 10 speed. He got another Mustang. He's gonna get ESS kit, he's probably going to make really good power. The goal for that car, in my opinion, should be 8.25 mile. He's going to be in the 60 to 130, no problem. I think it's time valley 10-speed that you get a converter, trans brake, and get in the 8s, which means you're going to have to build that transmission 100%. Car running, no rear O2s without a tune, deleting them cause a misfire. No. Okay, that's the other thing we have to start talking about, guys. You guys are making connections that don't exist. A lot of you guys are saying, well, rear O2s would cause a misfire. In terms of O2s, I don't think an O2 can cause a misfire at all. I think a misfire is a combustion event being wonky. Now, if you don't do a crank relearn, you're going to get a misfire code. But if you have an injector not connected properly, it'll throw a code, like a circuit code or a misfire code. If your coil isn't fully seated and plugged in, it'll throw a circuit code or a misfire. So I think a combustion event specifically is more related to misfires than O2s. Brian Brown says, Big Bro, I'm going to email you about adding more crank fluid to my car so it'll crank during sub-zero temperatures. Now, there's another thing that's happening. Junior put up a post on the Lund Racing forum, which we have our own customer-only forum, where we tell people, look, guys, your racing season is over. Your racing season is over. Time to get on pumped gas. It's 319 versus 459. Cool. So now you want me to make sure that that car turns on at 20 degrees or 10 degrees on E85. Why are you on E85 at that temperature? You're not racing anybody. You're not racing anybody. And you're not saving any money by buying fuel that's 30% less dense. Get pump gas in it. It'll last you longer. The math works out at the end of the day. And we don't have to constantly chase crank fuel issues. This is why. The moment we start adding crank fuel to that, let me ask you, how many of you are going to actually change back to the old E85 tune in the spring? None of you. And you're going to have fouled spark plugs because we're basically drenching the fucking car to start in the cold because E85 doesn't like to light. But you guys, for whatever reason, love to go on forums and talk shit. That's the thing about car guys. Look, if you don't like the service, just go somewhere else. Like if I got a bad burger at McDonald's, I don't go on Facebook and go, hey guys, I got a bad burger at McDonald's. Let's touch tips and go against McDonald's all together. No, you're fucking stupid. You know what I do? I go, well, they didn't treat me right. I didn't like how they treated me. I'll go somewhere else. And that's when I go ahead. Go somewhere else. You'll see. You will see firsthand. You're going to go to college. You're going to go to tuning college and you're going to pay tuition. What happens when you pay tuition at a tuning college? You learn. This guy fucked me over. This guy never replied to me. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh my God, Lund is my best option. And I publicly called them out. Shit, now I gotta get a different email. Now I gotta get a different device so I can get my car tuned again because I went out of my way to try to pile on a forum to talk shit on Lund. And I remember that shit, and so do we. And when you come crawling back because you want your car tuned the way you think it should be tuned, guys, no problem. Why don't you just tune it yourself? Guys, if you're not happy with Lund Racing tuning your car, and you're not happy with any Ford tuner tuning your car, no problem. You're smarter than us. Tune it yourself. It's not a problem. Unreal. Not to mention the oil dilution with that much ethanol be right. So a lot of people think that the tuner should make the car start at 30 degrees with E85, and then the amount of ethanol that ends up in your oil because of the fuel going around the cylinder, around the piston, into the oil, and you're like, hey, Lund fucked up my car. Oh, no. Lund didn't fuck up your car. You fucked up your car. You stupid son of a bitch, dumb motherfucker. You requested more crank fuel. Here's more crank fuel. Oh, it starts making a knocking sound after the next oil change? Well, guess what, motherfucker? It does start when it's cold, doesn't it? Stupid. Dumb motherfucker. I don't like McDonald's either, Alex. Let Doc, bro. Can't make anyone happy. Some unthankful motherfuckers. I love when I see the following. Fuck Lund, I don't like the customer service. And then you see the guys that are literally mouth breathers chime in on a group chat or a forum or a post. And then they all come back. After they've gone through this tuner, that tuner, my favorite is, you should just go to your local tuner. They'll be able to take care of you better. Go to your local tuner, please. Please, please, please. Go to a guy no one's ever heard of to tune your 10R80 Whipple car. Oh, tell him not to use a Whipple calibration. Tell him to use his own. There are some stupids out there, and I love seeing it because Lund Racing usually gets, we're due for a hate fest. And then the same old dumb motherfuckers that chime in are the same dumb motherfuckers that come back. And you ain't coming back. You're not coming back. It was 25 degrees out yesterday morning in Detroit, and I drove my Whipple car to work. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Accountability is rare in humans nowadays. Like, I've gotten bad service. When I was first into the S197 game, I had a set of BMR springs because I didn't know any better. Those things slapped so hard, meaning, I don't know, they're progressive springs, and you hit a bump, and I'm like, what the hell is making that noise? And they're like, well, I just put another isolator on the top two coils. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to do that. Okay, no, I'm going to take them off and sell them. So I sold them. So did I make a post saying, FYI, I really don't normally do this, but no, I said, if anyone ever asks my opinion on my dealings with that company, I'll tell them what my experience was. And every single time I saw a failure and how they took care of it, I wasn't a fan. So I was like, all right, whatever. Then homeboy got stupid, and I'm like, oh, you just gave me a reason to hate on that fucking company. And, I've been pretty quiet about it in the most recent months because there's nothing really to say. Everyone knows the deal. Everyone knows the fucking deal. They've taken a hit in terms of public perception, and that's fine. But it's not because it's unjustified. On the Lund Racing side of things, every single mouth breather that complains about something has and I love how they go back to the same selling point. Oh yeah, they just want to sell canned tunes. No, we don't want to sell canned tunes. We want to sell tunes that we know work. So that way, we know that the tune is on the money. Meaning, so if there's 10 cars and it works on 9, and on the 10th one it doesn't work, is it the tune, shithead? Imagine you get ID 1050Xs, and I give you a tune that I know the ID 1050Xs work well, and your fueling is 30% off. Should I have to adjust the tune, knowing for a fact that I know that tune is made properly? No. And just because you say so, just because you're the customer, does not make you right. I'm right. Because I have the data in front of me. You don't like it? No problem. Go elsewhere. Or fix your shit. They never fix your shit. Alex, why does it smell like jelly beans in the file? Right. Nick Vasquez says, I don't know how anyone can complain about y'all's customer service. Y'all reply within the day. Usually have been there for any support questions ever had. And some people, look, that's okay. They're all going to come back. They're going to go to somewhere else, and they're going to command shifts at 3,000 RPMs just so that his shifts can make 75. There are guys out there that expect a tuner that works off of data to command shifts at 3,500 RPMs so it hits at 7,500. Do you know how fucking stupid that sounds? But that's what they think tuning is, and we're like, no, that's hack tuning. That's falsely lowering the shift so that it hits where you think it should. Now we have absolutely no idea where it's going to hit. The other day, some guy named Killian, he's like, Alex, can you give me 7,800 RPM shifts? I'm like, it's really difficult to get you 7,800 specifically, but I'll give it a shot. So what did I set the shift schedule to? 7,800 RPMs. What did I set the watt shift schedule to? 7,800 RPMs. The OSS, the rev limiters, everything, 7,800 RPMs. And guess where that car shifted? 7,800 RPMs. So, if I'm commanding 7,800 and the car hits at 7,800, it's working properly. But if I'm commanding it at 7,800 and it hits a limiter, or it shifts at 6,200, it's not the tune. It's just that easy. Hey, Alex, can you give me all the sauce so I can chirp the bead lock 6? Alex, can I send you data log that Brandon said in the log it's misfiring right before going watt? Only code is for rear O2s. He says that's the problem, wanting a second opinion. No, okay. So this is the issue, what's happening right now. Because of EPA enforcement, you guys can't delete any O2s. And I'm not gonna say any other way. Put your fucking O2s on, every single one of them. But Alex, I removed the cats. Not my problem. As a tuner, I don't give a shit because I gotta stay legal and in business. So if the car is missing the rear O2s because you remove them, the car might not fuel properly. The fuel trims might go, there's a code for O2s and you're missing the downstream O2s. The computer is looking for the downstream O2s. They're not present and connected, so the car won't run right. Plug them the fuck in. I repeat, plug your fucking O2s in, all of them. It is the EPA era. We're about 3 years or 4 years before all shit is electric, bro. New shit. Stop it. Luckily, the Congress flipped Republican. So maybe they'll get their head out of their asses and take away EPA funding. That would be fucking awesome, Congress. Take away all their funding. Fucking retards. Winter Blaine, yo. A Fox Body Mustang for the win. Lund for the win. Oh my God, Cookies defeated my emission components. Defund the EPA, says Jason. With all the ESS content on your channel, it makes me wish they made a kit for the S197. I'd ditch the 2.3 in a heartbeat. But wait a minute, Cape of Bravery. The 2.3 is fucking legit. Look, I love ESS. I also love the TVS. The Roush 2.3 TVS is so badass. It whips up so hard. I think it's a very good blower. I think you're a little off on that thinking. No offense. And I don't think ESS is going to go into a market full of Fox body broke dicks that put wide body kits and airbags in their cars. The S197 is now old. And, you know, why doesn't ESS make 2-valve kits? Why doesn't ESS make 3-valve kits? The same reason they don't make 11 or 14 kits. It doesn't matter anymore. What's a young buck like me got to do to win a draggy? Who I got to diss, Alex? Queef cake, Stang mode, you name it. No O2s on carb, small block Ford. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Today, the car started a little funky. So I gave it another couple of whacks on the gas and it cleaned right up. When I went to the DMV, it didn't start on the first crank. Pumped it a couple more times, left it to the floor, flood cleared it, vroom, turned right on. There's only 2 or 3 things that are going to go bad on a car like that. But again, that is not my daily driver. I don't think I would daily drive a 500 horsepower small block Ford, chopping it up without any AC. No, those days are over. Jacob De Leon says, Ford Level 2 kit, 285-8 lines. When should you go triple pump with the TVS setup when you're making over 1,000 wheel, in my opinion? Really peasant tier question here. I'm prepared to get roasted, but is it worth upgrading the crank sprocket on an ESS kit? Love working with you on all my cars. Look, if you want that extra insurance, Joe Goodenough made a good point. I think he made a good point. Because you can fuck without a condom all you want. It feels real nice. Oh my God, it feels really good when it slides in. Oh, fuck, it's great. It's the best. And especially if she's one of them whap bitches, it's all good. But you might get her pregnant. The chances are that you might get her pregnant. So, if you're okay with that risk, because as long as you pull out in time and you don't have any, you don't prematurely do anything, you should be okay. Yeah, I'm a testament to that 20 plus year fucking winning streak. So 24 year winning streak right here. So that's fine. Or you could have sex with a condom and lessen the chances that you'll get someone pregnant. Same thing with the broken crank sprocket. You can ride out with a stock crank sprocket, keep it off the limiter and be a happy cat, or just shove one in there and have the peace of mind that it's in there. No need to roast. That's a good one. Looking to do a stage 3 comp camp full bolt-on 14 GT setup. With those cams, I would like to have some chop. No. Probably not. It's very difficult to get those cams to chop stable in a stable manner. Maybe Junior will work with it, but honestly, we work within a system that is consistent. The most stable chop, you're going to find it with stock cams. But since you're going CJ, full bolt on with comp stage 3 cams, to get them to chop is going to be a little on the difficult side. We can try it, but no guarantees that it's going to work. Alex, don't forget to turn the lights off. Would you install an EFI on the notch eventually? Probably not. Probably not. I'll be honest with you. There is a tinkering mindset that I like, and I think I'm going to keep that car carbureted. I might do something to the Fairmont, or if Holly decides to sponsor a brother of Holly High Ram and a Terminator or Terminator? I don't know what the fuck they call it anymore. Yeah, I'll try it, but I think I'm going to stick with carburetor for a while. Because then you got to fuck with sensors, and no thank you. The whole reason I went carburetor is so I don't have to fuck with sensors. It's either spark or fuel. That's the issue. But Alex, it wouldn't take much for ESS to make it a 14 kit since it kite. No, see, you're wrong. What are you talking about 11-second eclipse? What do you guys think? What do you guys think goes into? What do you guys think goes into making a kit? You think it's just bolt it on? No. They have did you see my unboxing kit of the ESS kit? How everything is in boxes, labeled properly. The bracket is designed a certain way. The instructions tell you to cut a certain part, this and this and that. So they're going to go out of their way, R&D the shit out of an 11 to 14 kit and sell 20 kits. When people have Paxtons that run good numbers, people have Vortec V3s and V7s that run good numbers, people have Prochargers that run good numbers. Now they're going to hopefully sell 20 to 30 kits and have about 3 or 4 weeks of work in. No. Come on, stop it. I ate over $100 with the cookies and gained some weight. Do you know why my quarter times went down a few tenths? What power adder do you want with stage 3 cams on a Gen 2 stick car? Any. Donnie Renfro had a TVS 2.3 that went almost 8s with that same setup. Jeremiah Camp has comp stage 3 cams. That thing has the most insane top end I've felt in S197 in a really long time. The knot sounded so good on the last video. I think you'd change anything. Get rid of the pro chamber for the X pipe. Yes. And those Mac mufflers themselves sound so good. They are tough to find. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe eventually get an X pipe because I'm not a big fan of the pro chamber or whatever middle deal. Bro, R&D thousands of dollars, shit money. Exactly. Just include a big hammer with an S550 kit. I got murder on my mind. I need to catch up on the notch after this live. Yes, but all those kits are heavy ESS lightest kit out there. I get that. Hatch, it is a very light kit. I'm not going to lie. They make a very, very lightweight, nice bracket, easy to install, easy to change the belt kit. But they got to be able to sell hundreds of those. And the S550 covers 15 to 17, 18 to 22, and trust me, I guarantee their bracket will fit the S650 Mustang. We need that ESS wine and car show cam lobe sounds so good. What's funny, isn't the S550 kit the most pheasant ass kit they make? So why would they go even further backwards, right? Don't they do BMW stuff? I know the intercooler and piping would be different, but the mounting and motor would be the same. Then 11-second eclipse. Why don't you do this? Buy a 15 to 17 kit and retrofit it in your car. Hey guys, if you guys have some know-how, buy a 15 to 17 kit or 15 to 22 kit and retrofit it in an S197. Cut, weld, notch, fabricate. TRD Ricky, why are times tough? TRD Ricky, why are times tough? 24-year streak ends tonight. Tomorrow, Alex posting video. Who's buying Plan B? No, never. No. She's on she is on my program. Alex, you have to guess how many cars does Lund tune a year? Gosh, let me get some math out here. So I would say on average, new car tunes, on average, I'm saying our highest, lowest, I would say 30 times 52. So let's say 1,500, right? 30 new car tunes a week. So I would say 1,500 or so. Now that's just new first time or new car owners, meaning let's say a guy had an 11 to 14, then he buys a 15. That's still a new tune. So on average, I would say 30 on average. I'm saying from our highest months to our lowest months, I probably think that number's double, right? So 1,560 or so tunes. And if each tune on average is a $400 tune, I mean, yeah, that's, and then that's not counting revisions, updates, tune review, renewals. So yeah, I mean, I think on the low side, it's in the 1,500, and on the high side, I'd say something like 3,000 or 4,000. I seen a root style in R8. It has already been done. ESS kit in the Coyote Swap New Edge. ESS started with the M Series cars on BMW, and they were the kit to have if you had a BMW. Turvey could make that conversion kit upside down. That's pretty good. Alex has the Omelet Plan B recipe on lock. I'm on my phone dying. So you think the Fox will do 60 to 130? Sounds like she might have some gears in the back. She definitely has at least a 373. Probably a 410. I'll try it. I do have a taller set of 28s in the back of the Fairmont. So if I need a little more gear, I'll just shove the 28s in the back and see how it does. If you want something that they don't make for you to figure it out yourself, I'm currently putting a 15 to 20 Edelbrock 2650 in my 2013. Bro, you're going to have some trouble. I'm thinking of doing that, but I don't weld aluminum. I'm worried more about intercooler mounting and pipes. The pipes are all, what's the material their pipes are made out of? They're not aluminum. How noisy is the intercooler pump on your GT500? Very noisy, because I have a EMP style pump in the back. Hey Alex, do you think 7,800, 7,900 RPMs is too much in my 10-speed Mustang headers intake E2? Yeah, way too high. You shouldn't be shifting any more than 7,500. Why can't 11-second Eclipse want to fab when they just pay someone to create the retrofit? Okay, Alex, let's see what that 14 of yours can do. I'm in Miami, 60-160 lock-in. I literally don't give a fuck. Like, I literally don't give a fuck about you. And you know what's funny? These people call you out after they see a draggy time, not before. Thinking of trading my Gen 2 for a Gen 2, Gen 1. I don't plan on going force inducted. Want to stay full bolt on. I'm a diehard manual driver, so MTD2S197 is the only option. Opinions? Based on your video, Gen 1 NA is king. Thinking of trading my Gen 2 for a Gen 1. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? The motor is better on a Gen 2. The ride is better on a Gen 2. The parts availability is better on a Gen 2. So why would you want to trade on a Gen 1 where you're limited to a certain... Nah, I would stick to the Gen 2. Off topic, you ever had any interest in any of the older F-100 trucks? Fuck no, I'm not a truck guy at all. Yeah, it's rubber style pipes, but molded in a certain way. I'm glad you're making content, man. I remember we met a few years ago when I lived in South Florida. You were making the YOLO videos. Keep up the good work. Maybe I was. Yeah, lock in. I love these guys, especially Miami guys. Bro, you got to stay away. You got to stay. You never race a Miami guy. Those guys talk so much shit, and even if you beat them, you lose. Friendly fun. I don't know you. I don't know. You're from Miami. That's all I need to know. He said that like 4 times in the chat already. Exactly. He's trying to get the attention. See, a lot of people when the car... Look, I'll throw the Whipple back on it and race him. And then he's going to go, whoa. I want to race it how it is right now. Because it'll go 420s with the Whipple. But with the TVS and 250 pounds in the back, 460s is the norm. But what the fuck am I going to do setting up a race with someone I don't know? I already told you guys, I don't go out there looking for races because everyone's a fucking fuck, right? They're looking to make a name for themselves and use you as a stepping stone and this and that. Man, fuck all that shit. If we happen to line up at the... And by the way, that car's a drag car. Like, that car is literally a drag car. Why don't you race me at a track with your 2020 GT500? How come you don't say, hey, let's go to Bradenton and race from a dig? No, they don't say that. They don't say that at all. Lock it in and I'll bring my GAT if I lose. Right. Hey, Alex, I'm swapping a Roush 2650 on my 2012 Roush, all factory exhaust. Do you think I should get a Ghost Cam too? No. My God, why the hell are you putting that blower on your fucking car? You're going to use a MAF, right? I hope you're going to use a MAF. The sauce, lock it in for 10K right now. Exactly. I'm from Miami, Alex. Yeah, exactly. That's all I need to know. I ain't meeting you either. Yeah, throw the Whipple on. My car's been 3/8. See what I mean? Only when they know what you run will they call you out. These Miami motherfuckers, bro, will never get a race from me. Because even if you beat them, you lose. Every single guy I've raced in the Palm Beach area, even if you beat them, you lose. So, no. I want to race at my local drag strip. Well, yeah, exactly. So why would you call out a guy who has a drag car that just happens to do some testing on the street just so you can make him a name for yourself? Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. And I'm sure you're not tuned by Lund, right? Whipple, are you tuned by Lund? He ain't. And you know who he's tuned by, because it's Florida. Would you ever consider building a whatever the fuck this is? WK1 SRT8. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. As soon as you race one guy, everyone calls you out, especially people who have higher horsepower car. Always cherry picking runs. Alex, I love the new Fox. I have the same heads as the Z304s in my 4.8 and my LTD. Good luck with it. Just build the motor on the new Edge and get a base tune until the motor's broken in. Would I need an SCT tuner or with HP tuners? Can the what the fuck are you saying? Oh my god. I just built a new motor on a new Edge. Is it a Coyote? Is it a 2-valve? Is it a 3-valve? I can't stand racing in the boonies in Jersey anymore. 30 minutes of talk, minutes of screaming, 10 seconds of racing. Yeah, no, the problem is Florida guys love the clout. They love the clout. So if they can race a known guy and then they can put one over on him, oh, they'll replay that shit. They'll put it on Instagram. They'll put it on everything. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know you. I'm going to race my friends. I'm going to race Jake. I'm going to race Jeremiah Camp. I'm going to race Nick Santarpia. I'm going to race people I like them that I know because it's friendly. I know them. Anyone from Miami is like out to lunch. I'm good. I'll pass. See? There you go. Thank you. See what I mean, guys? Just making my point. Dude, gonna be like, you went faster than your draggy time in YouTube. I'm not playing. I just got a Cobra Jet in and I cut 2 glory holes out of it. Exactly. See, all I need to know is you got a GT500. You're in Florida. I already know your game. I don't even need to know anything else about you. If you're not Lund tuned with a GT500, you're not tuned by the fastest GT500 tuners. Plain and simple. My 302 won't even beat your Fox. Oh, you gotta love it. One of the reasons I sold the Camaro and went Coyote Gen 3. Y'all motherfuckers must be taking that vacation time before the holidays. You gotta race out on Singer Island. Drag racing is so much fun, but the closest quarter-mile track near to me is closing down after Texas 2K. Yeah, look, that's what happened to me here. What happened to me here was that exact same thing. My local track closed, and that's what the car was built for. So now I'm purposely slowing it down. I put exhaust in it. I put a diode in it so it's more street friendly. I put the rear seats back in it. I put a smaller blower in it. And it still runs 4.6s with 250 pounds in the back spinning. But it's like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to put a stick in it. It's going to be even worse. Way worse. With trompeta intake, right. Well, you said they're all right, so you're already misinformed. Wasn't GT500 60 to 130 with fuel issues? Yeah, but again, I'm not going to make excuses. That car is not a 60 to 130 car. I just want to give you guys content, and I want to drive the car and choppity chop and have a little fun. You know, that's all I want to do. I have zero ego with that car. Zero ego. If someone comes up to me revving and doing all this pissing and banging, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously, I'm going to do my own shit. The last thing I'm going to do is put that thing in a curb or in a fucking swamp because I'm getting this ego up. That ego shit left a long time ago. Long time ago. See, okay, guys, this Power Ranger shit, I'm a grown-ass man. Power Rangers was after me. Power Rangers is after my time. Because when I saw Power Rangers for the first time, I was in my 20s. And I went, Voltron? Voltron's operators are talking? Why are Voltron's operators talking? Oh, fuck this show. And I don't care. I still have Alex's Get the Bitches tuned. Y'all don't want the smoke, says the Baltic Bro. Marco says, I just finished watching the Fox Body video. That music video part where the red top battery install was lit as fuck. Loving the Fox Body content. He's doing my Tory Performance. Why are 90% of the Mustang owners such nut swingers? Ever since I sold mine and watching the scene from the outside makes it way clearer how cringe the Mustang scene has gotten. Said Derek Eckroth, you get some cookies. Don't my god cookies _ LLC. DoMyGodCookies.com. You get some cookies. So I still have 2 draggies and a set of cookies to give away. So the next giveaway will be a draggy. So Derek Eckroth, hit up DoMyGodCookies_LLC, DoMyGodCookies.com, Instagram, and get yourself some cookies. Yeah, the Mustang scene is whack shit. I used to give a fuck. I used to really give a fuck. I used to want to know who's the fastest this, fastest that. And then when you step out of that, you go, everyone's a fucking homo. And you know when I realized that? When I got my ZR1. When I got my ZR1, everybody was supportive. LS guys. Guys I've never heard of. Hey man, if you need anything, I got this. I'm going to give you tuning tips. I tune it, but you can tune it and I'll help you tune it. Or do a pulley. Don't worry about the exhaust. Just like that. Just like that. And I went, wow. Now, if I would have gotten into a Mustang from a ZR1, don't go fucking Lund. They're gay. Oh, you got to go to this tuner. You got to go to that tuner. Fuck that guy. That guy's a bitch. He used to do coke. That guy did this. Lund doesn't pay attention to us. Fuck him. Don't get parts from that guy. I've never felt more support for a platform than I got when I got for the ZR1. And the Mustang scene is gay shit. Absolute gay shit. So I thought to myself, okay, I love the white car and the white car stick content. Thank God I don't have a 10R80 because that's like a cuck-ass movement in its own. No offense to the 10R80 owners, but you know what I'm talking about. So I was like, all right, this is stick shift content. And then, give them some truck content. The puro pinche 956 a la verga, because they love that shit. They're cool. Not a problem. They love that shit. GT500 content. But eventually the Mustangs are probably mostly going to go because the Gen 5 Viper has to fit in one garage someday. I'm one of those LS guys you never heard of, but I've been following you from before, says James Williams. Thank you. Appreciate that. I ordered some cookies Sunday. Can't wait to receive them. Congrats, dude. Now I'll take a draggy, sir. Whipple 2020, don't lie. No, look, he's probably tuned by Coastal Dyno. That's like the other guy that tunes GT500s. Look, plain and simple, we don't care anymore, okay? If you want good service, you want good tuning, there's plenty of choices out there. Plain and simple. The record holder is Lund Racing and Evo. Let's just get that out of the way. And probably the best 60-foot time ever cut by any GT500 was tuned by Lund Racing. So I'm done trying to bring you over to our camp. What I'm going to say is this. Go out there and try them all. By the time you spend $3,000 in tuning, you're going to like the ones that get back to you quickly. Usually. Not the ones that fight with each other on social media. You don't see Lund Racing fighting with anybody on social media. You see them nice and quiet. I'm the guy that's fighting out there. Mustang owners seem like they hate other Mustang owners too. Used to be fun to talk to Mustangs. Oh my God, why is Admiral Peck here? This motherfucker was in Cletus comments giving suspension advice. Stop it! Automotive anarchy. Automotive anarchy? Did you just rat out Admiral Peck for a draggy? That's right, Automotive Anarchy. You get a draggy. So, EPA and Melissa, give that man a draggy. Got one more cookie, one more draggy to give away. Automotive Anarchy ratting out Admiral Peck, giving people suspension advice. He has a Crown Victoria, guys. A Crown Victoria. It's basically a GT500 motor. It's a Navigator motor. It's basically a GT500 motor. He's in a Cletus forum giving suspension advice? Based on what experience? Based on what experience can Admiral Peck get? Look, I like him. He's probably a nice kid. But god damn it, dude. Giving suspension advice when you've never had a car that you had to adjust your suspension on. Stop it. My friend is on around $2,000 into 2 different tuners and wants to go Lund now. People don't listen. Look, I like it when people talk shit and get mad in forums and pile on. Because when you have, let's say, call it a relationship, right? Let's say you're in a relationship. Cletus fan can read? Barely. Let's say you're in a relationship and, she's a good girl, kind of bitchy, gives you back talk, But man, she got the best pussy in town. Best pussy. I mean, slide in and you're like, oh, it's like 105 degrees in there. And then you go, you know what? I'm sick of her slight bitching. I'm sick of her sometimes giving me back talk. I'm going to get myself new pussy because pussy's everywhere. And then you go out and get you some pussy and you're like, that pussy's whack. This is whack shit. That one's fucking roast beef. This one's too little. This one's... And then you go, fuck. I had it good. I didn't know how good I had it. Well, guess what? Go get you some other pussy. Pecker Performance dropping knowledge. Richard Holdner, Admiral Peck has the same questions on Richard Holdner's channel. I just laugh. Comments and questions. I already have a draggy, so I don't need to win one, says James Williams. Remember Focus Crackle Tunes. Crown Vic is way faster than the ZR1 with the right suspension. It's very good. 105 degrees in there. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. I'm not cooking. You know who's cooking, Pat the One? My girlfriend's cooking, bro. I ain't cooking nothing. I'm cooking up videos. You do remember my dad's a pro mod builder, right? And I worked in his shop since I was 15, right? So let me ask you a question. How many people on the Cletus page need pro mod suspension advice? My father was a welder. My father welded. Does that mean I can give welding advice? Stop it. Stop it with your bullshit. Let me race a ZR1. I'll take off the Whipple. Why don't you do this? Whipple 2020. Get yourself a 600 horsepower standard car. Right? I don't have an automatic car. I don't have an automatic. The truck, right? The truck. So why don't you get yourself a stick car? That's about 600 horse. And I'll let the white car give you the sauce that you're shifting. Because I don't have anything that's automatic that makes, the Turbo 400, but that's a drag car. So if you want to do roll race, find yourself a 600 to 700 horsepower stick car and get sauced up by the white car. Boys down here in Miami are screaming Ford La Luz all night long, and I love it when the Cubans get loud and start arguing. Bro, I don't even want to be near that shit. I don't even want to be near that shit. Now he's certified. What's she cooking? Sauce. Sasso. You meant Sasso. S-A-S-O is Sasso. What are Turvey and Admiral Peck's cooking skills like? Who's eating their turkey this Thanksgiving? Oh my God, Turvey giving welding advice in the Sarah and Tune chat. He should have been giving trans tuning advice. Wait, what? Excuse me? So, wait. Turuviate is watching Sarah in Tuned? You know there's no roast beef down there, right? You know there's no roast beef down there. There's fruit salad down there. Well, I feel like a Twin 88 LS Pro Mod 4-link under 3,000 pounds is Pro Mod enough to get Pro Mod advice. You know what's funny about people like this? They're everywhere. They're everywhere, right? So you have a 4-link Pro Mod Twin 88 with sand tufts and a really light spring in the back because that bitch is never up on the spring in the back. And some guy has a S10 with Caltrax and you're giving them advice. Shut up. Just shut up. You don't know shit unless you're giving advice on a Pro Mod 4-link Twin 88 car. You can't talk, right? And you can only say, my father did this. You can't speak from a place of authority because you've never driven it. You've never owned it. You've never done anything to it but watch your father fuck with it. Stop. Rumors going around about Sarah and Tuned. What's happening? Pro Mod LS. Right, exactly. That's just how it feels like. Turvey's like, oh my God, Sarah, you're my dream girl. You know more than him somehow. If I give you $50,000, would you get rid of my check engine line? No. Oh my God. Turvey offered Aldo Weld's bodywork service. Stop it. I thought so, but I don't watch that channel. I was giving Cletus advice. Do me a favor, Admiral Peck. Don't give anyone any advice. Why do you think you need to give anyone advice? I don't give Cletus advice except to like not drive like a fucking idiot on a giveaway truck and stop putting his baby on social media. But that's his call. Let him do his thing. And how is he gonna? Oh, thanks, Admiral Peck. You know what? Shout out to Admiral Peck. I took his suspension readings. Not the guy that tunes Radial versus the World and X275 cars. No, I'm not going to listen to him. I'm going to listen to a Facebook Admiral Peck. Yes, sir. Ked24, Sarah and Tuned, was a man. Basic suspension that every Pro Mod uses almost should say independent suspension would be faster than yours. Peck Cletus is rich and talks to the best in the business. Right. By my count, I've done like 7 and all 7 went down better than before I touched them. Oh my God. Wow. Folks saying she is a trans woman. I don't know if it's, yes. James Williams, supposedly Sarah Intuned, transitioned from a male to a female. Cleet has been 6s. Admiral Peck has never done anything in 6 seconds in his life. Yo, Alex, sorry I'm late. Can't wait for the secret sauce that's coming. Hey, Dustin 10R. Everyone that has an ESS kit with a 95mm pulley, start budgeting for transmission work. You understand, guys? You're making 900, almost 1,000 horsepower. I'm guaranteeing you're making 1,000 horsepower at the flywheel. Start saving for a transmission build, please. How the hell did these people find their way here? I don't know. See, Admiral Peck, I think, is also on the spectrum. Like one's Corky and the other one is what's the other way that show where the guy would go from life to life or a quantum leap. Yeah, they're on the spectrum. They have to be because imagine me who owns a Crown Vic and has never done shit. Goes to a page where a guy has gone 640s and is a millionaire and starts to type, you know what you should do? You know what you should do, buddy? If I were you, I would set the compression higher. If I were you, I would make the rant Unreal. Life goes on. Thank you. Admiral Pecker. See? Thank you. See, I wasn't wrong. He is on the spectrum. So cut him some slack, guys. He's just Corky trying to reach out to Cletus. See, he is a Cletus fan. Definitely build trans really soon. Hopefully you thought the issue with my car was funny at least. Wish I logged it to see how the map signal was. Turvey actually gave me the welding sauce and made the case for my dead dad in the trunk of my Mustang. So when I went to meets, I can show him off to other Stang bros. Wow, that is a long comment. Oh, damn, he just said he's on the spectrum. Turvey accidentally went to the site, Calamar's Trannies, and fell in love. Did I already give you cookies or a draggy? I think I already did. The spectrum, set the compression higher. Life goes on. You mean Corey Trevor from Trailer Park Boys? No. Calling all you out for watching Stang Mode and buying into his giveaway. Yep. Look, you and I both know, Pat the One, you and I both know half of the fans here watch Stang Mode religiously. Half of the fans here watch Cletus religiously. Half of the fans here watch It's Just a 6, Street Speed, and all those guys religiously. They get up, they check each of their channel every morning and see what's going on with those guys every morning. Can a 6RD control pack ECU be flashed to convert to a manual setup? Yes. Turning it on would be the issue, more than likely. But if it's a control pack, yes. You can shove a manual tune in a control pack 6R80, and it's just software. So it's going to run the engine, but it's not going to run the trans. But you can't do it the other way. You can't flash a 6R80 tune in a manual because it's missing actual hardware for the control of the transmission. I'm going to hell for my Corky comment on the last stream. Alex hit us with that, guys. I'm giving away the draggy, but buy my merch for a chance to enter. Right. No, that's the thing. Oh My God Cookies was nice enough to say, we're going to buy 2 draggies and 2 cookies. Why? Because you guys have been so awesome and you have grown their business. Like the fans on this channel are so fucking legit. You guys have helped a small little cookie company have, a nice monthly nut, They can grow. They can offer you different products. They're out there promoting their products, and it takes that little, ray of hope at the end of the day that that people like the product that you're making. And you guys have been super awesome. So they thought, why not give back to the fans and do 2 cookies and 2 draggies on the 22nd, the live stream before Thanksgiving. This was 100% their idea, so I appreciate them doing that. Who the hell gave me $50? Best tuner and content around. Thanks, Alex. Damn, Kevin Wolf, I appreciate you very much for the big boy super chat. God damn. Dude, their cookies sell themselves. Turvy and opening OnlyFans after watching Sarah in Tuned. I watch you, Emerald and Aldo, and 1320 some. I do. I watch 1320 some. Because they go to these small tire cash days that are just fucking awesome. They go to these California races that take place in an industrial park that apparently the cops never show up at. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But that means Automotive Anarchy was watching Cletus too. Can I get a cookie? I loved, oh my God, they're real love and real people, dope as fuck. Admiral Peck says he'll go tune your car next. The cookies would go dummy. I'm here for the drag queen giveaway. Alex, CTS V3 or GT350R. See, they're 2 totally different cars. 2 totally different cars. So, okay, the 350R is a handling car, dude. I mean, it is just the best S550 chassis, the best handling street legal S550 chassis is the 350R by far. The brakes are phenomenal. The handling is great. The tires are soft, so they're going to wear pretty quick. But god damn it, that car was made to live in a road course. If Alejandro Flores was rich, he would have an all-black striped delete 2020 Gen 2 Voodoo GT350R in a heartbeat. Brian Cassette said, bought Don't Got Cookies and all I got was diabetes. I like it. Peck is a they, them. The cookies are legit. Imagine needing to swap blowers to make bolt on GT500 numbers. Imagine needing to swap blowers to, okay, I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, numbers? So, you mean horsepower, right? Like, you're saying horsepower. ZL1 owners are, yeah, they don't have a good, car to start off with. They're going to need a Kong 2650, usually, to make good numbers. But, the GT500, I don't know many 8-second GT500 stock blower cars. There's some, but not a lot. There was, mostly they have Whipples in them. Like, once you put a 3.8 Whipple in a 2020 GT500, 8s are easier to attain because the IATs are better, the blower's just better. But a ported 2650, like, you need a lot of work on a 2650 to make 1100. Like, you need a lot of boost, a lot of IAT help. I don't know if you need an ice tank for those things. I'm not sure, but I know you need intercooler brakes. You need a bunch of stuff to get the stock blower to work. But once you bolt on a Whipple, yeah, I mean, it's just going to make 1200 like nothing. You got me, says Automotive Anarchy. Stag Mode sells 1,500 posters for $150 each and equals $225,000. He's making money. GT350 all day, baby. Yeah, as an adult, I would want the V3. As a younger guy that wants to road race and fuck around, I'd get the 350. So it all depends on how old you are. Stripe delete all the Shelbys. The LT4 blower heat soaks so bad stock. ZL1 is half the price as the 2020 Shelby. Oh, yeah. Don't get it twisted. The 2020 Shelby is only a good roll race car. It handles okay. The DCT doesn't launch good at the track. It's only a good roll race car. When you get it really light, you upgrade the clutches, it drag races okay, but mainly it's a better roll race car. Now, what is direct competition for the GT500? The ZR1. The ZR1. The C7 ZR1 donkey stomps GT500s. Sorry. It's just a better car overall. So you say, no, I've beaten many ZR1s. Okay. Bolt-on ZR1s, C7 versions, are 8-second cars down in Puerto Rico. Who wins in a fight, Stag Mode or Mustang Lifestyle? Well, Stag Mode got fat. And Mustang Lifestyles used to be fat. And he now looks even more weird. I almost like him better fat So, I don't know. I think Stang mode, because he's a little darker. Based on that alone, he might have some like raw instincts from his whatever. Saw 2018 Super Snake for... Oh, stop with Super Snake. It's a GT with a Whipple. For sale, 150K. Almost had a heart attack. That's crazy much for a Whipple Mustang. Absolutely. Be careful. You'll get addicted, says Melissa to Derek. If other YouTubers gonna give away and you buy something to get it, hello, it's not free. I don't get it. Yeah, what are you going to do? He's got that fucked up knee. See, I don't even know that, EPA. See, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even know what... See, that means you just self-snitch, EPA. I don't even know he's got a fucked up knee. Super Snake is gay, 100%. Alex, can we agree you need an extra chromosome to do all that work on a GT500? I don't understand GT500 owners, to be honest with you. So you buy a $100,000 car. You put $30,000 into it. Or let's say $20,000 into it after labor, tuning, and all these parts. And you're only a good roll race car. I don't understand that when... If I put half of that into a Fox body, I'll beat you in a roll, in a dig. I'll beat you wherever the fuck I want to beat you. But I get it. It's not stunting. See, the car game has gotten weird because in America, specifically, the car game is this. Who's got the most expensive shit? We look at a Lambo and go, oh, man, sick. Look at that thing. Oh, my God, it went 220 in a roll. Holy shit. Then you see a Calvo Viper with Bellax. Oh my God, he's got Bellax in a sequential. 2,500 horse. Holy shit. Then you see a X275 Fox body and you go, piece of shit. Oh, that 670 Fox body? Then you see a G body run 420s with an LS in it. Turbo. With class legal. And you go, piece of junk. He's just stupid G-Bud. We're weird. The car culture is super weird. We lust after the expensive stuff, not the well-built stuff. Not the well-built stuff. Stupid says, bro, what about the Code Red GT500, dude? Well, I like Fat House, so it's all good. Plus another 1,000 in Cobra clothing. Tony B, car game equals who's got the most horsepower. If I put Shelby GT500 on a bag of poop, Shelby guys would buy it. Coffee, cookie is awesome. Twin turbo Viper is sexy. See what I mean? Like, I look at a twin turbo Viper and go, badass, but useless. It's just a roll car. But I look at a old school Fox body that's tastefully modded. Look, mine is not a good example because it only makes 400 horsepower. But let's say my car had a twin turbo in it. Twin turbo T56 Coyote. I'll put my money up against any GT500. You think electric cars will become the king of the street car class anytime soon? No. I think what's going to happen is this. What's going to happen is they're going to make their own class. Plain, they're going to make their own electric car class. Alex, you're forgetting they dug up the Shelby's corpse to sign the GT500. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you get cookies Tolho 43. So Tolho 43, you get the other set of cookies or coffee. So you can get coffee or cookies. So Tolho 43, digging up Shelby's corpse to sign the GT500 is one of my favorite lines. So you get the cookies or the coffee. Cookies _ LLC, domagotcookies.com. And now we got one final draggy to give away and we're done with the giveaways. Coyotes are badass for sure, right? Yeah, that's the hard part, right? He knows it, he gets it. If you put a Coyote T56 twin turbo, like a built Coyote T56 twin turbo in a Fox that weighs 2,800 pounds. I mean, you might not get it to hook, but if you get it to hook, nothing is touching you from a roll, bro. Not many. Watching the notch content has made me want to do a decent build on mine, but then I get under and remember what a ragged out piece of shit it is. Look, trust me, I only got it because it wasn't a ragged out piece of shit, but it already had a robust motor. If it didn't have the motor it had, I would have never bought it. If I put the same effort and money into a Fox body, I can be faster than the twin turbo Lambos. And this is the thing. This is what GT500 guys fail to realize. And nothing wrong with them. But this is what GT500 guys fail to realize. You flex on Coyotes and what you deem to be lesser than vehicles because yours is more expensive. But then on the same side of the coin, you go, Well, of course he should have beat me. He has a twin turbo R8. So a GT500 is $100,000, right? And you put 30 to 40 in it, and you have a 4-second or high 3-second 60 to 130 car. So an R8 is $120,000, and you put another 90 in it, double the cost. It goes well into the threes, 60 to 130. And GT500 owners will go, well, that's bullshit. It's real expensive because, compared to Coyote guys, you have a $100,000 Gen 2 Mustang. And what makes it fast is the DCT on a roll only. So it all depends on which sandbox you want to play in. If you want to play in the roll racing sandbox, I wouldn't even think of a GT500. If I have money, I'd get twin turbo R8, some badass shit. If you want to stay in the Mustang world, I dare to say a properly built 6R80 twin turbo car will destroy GT500s on a roll. If I got myself, let's say, a built bottom end Gen 2 Aldo kit, 6R80 built, I'm right there with all GT500 guys for about half the price. But I can't say I'm a GT500 guy. And that's where they go, I'm a GT500 guy. But then they look at the twin turbo R8 owners and go, well, of course it's fast, it's R8. Evil Twin 350 became a bitch. I love him. Thank you. If I put 40,000 into a Civic, it'll be faster than your Mustang. Absolutely. Like, oh my God, not even close. The way those things back half, like, would a GT500 take a race with someone like Frustrate, EG? No, right? They're like, no, fuck that. That thing weighs 2,100 pounds and goes 770s, 170 mile an hour. No, I would never race it. Well, why not? He doesn't have $120,000 in that car. Not even close. Will roll racing ever die? No. Roll racing, if anything, will become more popular because tracks are closing. Look, guys. This is something you guys really need to realize. Tracks are closing. Drag racing is dying. I'm not saying the high-end shit. I'm saying the grassroots, local stuff. If you guys saw a picture of what Palm Beach International Raceway looks like, not even a year after they closed, it is so sad. So sad. Now, I don't have the history with Palm Beach International Raceway. I didn't grow up here. I didn't come here with my dad and race. I wasn't here when it was called Moroso. I wasn't here I'm Johnny Come Lately 2015. But even then I saw how special the track was. It was special. When the Donk Nights would be here, they prepped the shit out of the track during Donk Nights. And my car hooked phenomenal during Donk Nights. And they gave a fuck. But the track just didn't care, or the people didn't show up and race anymore. The only time the track was packed was when they had donk events. And that place was packed top to bottom. Concession stands full, betting happening, weed smoking, fucking barbecuing, everything. And then on a test and two night, 30 cars would show up. And people were like, and most of them were street cars. And they'd ruin the track. So we weren't patriating the place. So roll racing, in my opinion, if you want, you can make a case that roll racing killed drag racing. Yeah, he's not butthurt. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't, JD, I don't have a problem with Whipple S550. He's good. If he's got the money to build a GT500, I got no problem with that. Good for him. Hey, good on him. I just personally I'm not attracted to a GT500. The one that Lund had was really nice. But I'm just not personally attracted to that car. That's all. Agreed. My own hometown track back home, 7580 in Monrovia, Maryland, closed for good years ago. Ripped my heart to see its condition. I bet Jose Feliciano world's better than Turvey. Damn. Feliz Navidad is right. GT500 still a Mustang, still or not? Yeah, of course it is. Crazy thing is there's probably more money in racing for a spot in Florida, but yes, some hillbillies just opened the track out and some holler in West Virginia and the banjos play. Chris Romero says, Alex, I need that draggy time to 0 to 20 times when out there making deliveries. OGs of the chat will know that Dawood Jaffrey was the original Turvey Admiral Peck of this chat. Dawood Jaffrey. What a name from the past. Alex, can I get the draggy so I can see how fast my dog sled is since I'm up here in Canada? Derek says, tons of tracks closing. Luckily, I'm an NHRA guy. Kyle Koretsky came in and practically saved my local track, Maple Grove. Things seem to be looking up here, but still tons of guys heading to Cecil. Have y'all had anybody watching tunes from Just Burnouts yet? Okay. Have y'all had anybody wanting tunes for Just Burnouts yet? No, I haven't had that. Why? Is there like something going on? Yeah, totally fine. Just find it funny how some of these guys build their cars to reach the stock performance level of a better car. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I get that 100% too. Can we add the Dude in Blue and Stang Mode in a fight? Oh, well, I think if Stang Mode grabs him and smothers him, he's got him. But based on how that dude talks, well, he might know jujitsu. So I don't know. Maybe that kid knows jujitsu, Dude in Blue. Who knows? Just wait till the railroad stops. Will the draggy work on Whipple's delivery? Oh my God. GT Frank, you got it. You got it. You got it. You get the draggy. GT Frank _50. You get the draggy. Will the draggy work on Whipple's delivery? Love it. Love that shit. Because it does go from 0 to 80 weeks. There is a setting. There's 60, eighth, 60 to 130, quarter, and 80 weeks. So we can see how long it takes Whipple to deliver that. So yeah, you win. GT Frank _50, the draggy. Congratulations. Good shit. Don't know why you would take offense. I'm here to watch Alex. If you thought Alex was a clown, I wouldn't be here. I like the guy a lot. I've been in the game. Yeah, good. Look, again, who's fucking Whipple 2020? Look, we love talking shit here. This is literally called talking shit. And he didn't come at me sideways. He said he wanted to race. I said, no, I'm good. But I know that you called me out after you saw how my car ran. Like, imagine if I go out there with my Whipple and it runs 3.6. I don't think it'll run 3.6. This thing just doesn't hook. It just blazes the tire. And I blame the converter, to be honest with you. So it's funny because you can't feather the gas on my GT500. It's a Whipple, it's a Kennyville monoblade. And the moment you crack the throttle like 20%, the converter stalled up and it's in boost. And I'm like, what are you going to do? Was the draggy made in the same factory as Whipple in China? Holy shit. Everyone been King Fu fighting. Stang Mode is fast as lightning. Okay. Who would win in a fight between Stang Mode and Dude in Blue? Dude in Blue might be faster, so it might be jabbing him from the outside, get him tired, and, finish him. If Stang Mode grabs him and smothers him, he might win. So, yeah, but him and Mustang Lifestyles, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to watch that fight. Now your Frederick name makes sense. 7580 was a great dragway. Got it. LOL. Does the draggy work on Whipple deliveries? It was very good. It's very good. Stang Mode uses paddle shifters in the DCT trans. Oh, guess what? Everyone does. So apparently the GT500 doesn't shift where you want it to shift in drive mode up to a certain horsepower. Like, I see these guys paddle shifting and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? I guess that's the only way to get it to shift past a certain, I don't know. I don't care. But I know that Junior was telling me that that's how you gotta shift those things when you're racing, apparently. Who knew? I thought it was a DCT. I thought it would automatically leave it in drive floor and it just hits the gears where the tune is commanded to. Maybe I'm wrong. I only said GT500 is still a Mustang, and he's saying, I mean, it is a Mustang, guys. It's like, hey, Whipple GT500, you know your car's a Mustang, right? You don't call your car a Shelby, do you? You don't call your car a Ford Shelby. It's a Shelby Mustang GT500. I could take the nose off of your car and put it in the Gen 2 Mustang. I hope not. I hope he doesn't think it's not a Mustang, because those guys are funny to me. Dude in Blue probably wins. Stang Cho to be out of breath before the first round. That's what I'm saying. I think he has better cardio, and the better cardio wins. Factory 5 Ford GT with a 5.0 twin turbo would be nice to eat Lambos instead of a new GT500. Yeah, but then I don't know. Stang Mode got more low-end torque, and that Dude in Blue has more top-end. Stang Mode gonna go 2 rounds, and he's gassed. The Dude in Blue wins. I agree. I think the Dude in Blue takes it just based on longevity. Stang Mode versus his old tuner, I'd pay to see that. But hasn't he had 3 tuners? Like, hasn't he had 3 tuners by now? All of these cars have the paddles wired to the body control module. There's a delay since the paddles wired to the BCM. There's only one that isn't. Are the vets, unfortunately? No, okay, I don't know what he's saying. Xander versus Stang mode. I think Xander. Wasn't Xander in the armed services? They must have taught him something there. They sure as fuck didn't teach him anything about cars in the armed services, but I think Xander would take Stang mode for sure. Dudes who call it Shelby are the same dudes who bragged about Corvette motor in their Camaro. Interesting. Stag mode versus Bill from CJ. Bill from CJ. Bill from CJ by far. I just think he's stronger. I think they'll both gas out because I think they both have really, really bad cardio. But I think Bill from CJ is just stronger. Stang showed get slapped around by some chick each giveaway. What? Alex, have you ever been asked for a competitive revving tune? No. Oh, wait. Yes. So, I'm not even going to say it. I'll say it. Do I have to say it? So, Gen 3 10R80 cars only rev to 4,400 RPMs in park. And some guy said, can you bypass that? I said, why? He goes, because I want to enter a rev competition. I'm not going to tell you if I did it or not because then you're going to ask for it. Watch people sandbag their YouTube draggy times. Stang mode has blown up too many engines as his tuners. Sarin tuned versus women driven. Sarin tuned by 4. Only one of them can shove a 1-inch wrench in their snatch because only one has a snatch. No offense. Bill from CJ has drunk uncle energy. Bill from CJ isn't ox. He's a big dude. He shakes your hand and you're like, yeah, this motherfucker's got big fucking hands. Demonology versus Stang mode. Stang mode. Well, does Demonology know jujitsu? Because it's set on the side of his car. Turvy versus a banana. Oh gosh. Banana by far. Banana by knockout. Cookies would be nice. Have those been given away? Yes, sir. All the cookies and all the draggies have been given away. Thank you again. Parts Farm, Oh My God Cookies, 2 Auto, Calamars, and PMAS, but especially, and DNA High Performance are the sponsors of the show. But today, especially, I want to thank the Oh My God Cookies for doing the giveaway. They didn't have to do that. They went out and bought draggies, got them in there for the giveaway, and 2 sets of cookies. That's super awesome. So, that's they're thanking you guys for basically supporting their business. This channel is one of the main drivers of their sales. I know they got RPM also on board, so hopefully they're promoting their stuff. So, but I think this channel primarily is the main driver for the sales of that of their cookies. Cletus versus Street Speed. So Street Speed looks soft to me. You know what I mean? He looks soft. Cletus, I would put because he's lanky. He's athletic. Like Cletus is athletic. So I would do Cletus over Street Speed by far. Because he looks soft to me. Yikes, I don't even know him. Why am I violating this kid? I don't even know him. Kid's probably going to kill himself. No, he's cool. I mean, Demonology finna sit on your face for saying that. Flores versus Stang mode. Stop it. Justin from AM for sure. Oh, wait, again, Sue. Justin from AM is 2 feet taller than Gavin. Justin from American Muscle is he's either my height or a little bit taller. Alex, oh my God, is going to make all of us fat. Tony versus Cleats Golden Retriever. Tony. No doubt Tony will fuck him up. Whipple versus FEMA, who has slow response times. Oh! Should have saved that for the draggy, dude. Street Speed is in shape, but he don't look like a fighter. Yeah, no. He looks soft to me. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. I'm saying he looks soft. The sleeves aren't tight, So I'm just like, whatever. Stag mode needs to come out of the show. Whoa, Jesus. I don't know anything. I'm not going to talk shit on his wife. That's crazy. What are you, psycho? Leave his wife out of this, dude. Street Speed, I think he's bigger than he looks on video. No, he's probably 6'2" or whatever, but he ain't beating Cletus up. Cletus is pretty boy under all that hillbilly energy. Grew up with money. He did. Let's not fool ourselves. He grew up rich, so stop it. YOLO or Baron? Baron? Wait, Derek Barron? Stop it. Sarah and Pecker can take them both. Oh, can I be frank? Loving that shit. Bumble Swipes, exactly. Thank you again, Domega Kuzi and Alex Tony for the win. You're taking yourself or Cletus? Me. I'm always going to bet on me, regardless of who it is. I'm always going to bet on me. Much appreciate Alex and all the sponsors. Glad to be a part of the group. Turvy versus Dust. Turvy versus a book. Cletus has the reach advantage, and that head is way up at the neck. You don't have to aim at the head. I'll kick the motherfucker in the nuts. Bro, it's street fighting. We ain't fair here. I'll kick you in the nuts. Fuck it. Street Speed looks like he threatened to call his lawyer. Yep. Cletus versus Amelia Hartford, Battle of the Giraffes? Okay. Why did Stangwood email Lund about getting tuned? Why didn't he just buy the tune off the website? Because he probably wouldn't have fulfilled the tune. Should be a segment on street beefs or Mustang people fights. Right. My old lady graduated with Cletus. Daddy's money, 110%. Lund Sr. versus Jack Roush. Are you kidding me? Jack Roush can barely put a sentence together. Stop it. Love you, Jack Roush. Turvy versus Breathe down his neck. All right, let's get out of here before we do more verses. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much to the sponsor of the show, DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com, PMAS, Nick James up in Michigan, Two Auto Solutions, Rami in Puerto Rico, Parts Farm, Rob in Georgia, Calamar's Transmission, Calamar in Pennsylvania, and last but not least, Don't My God Cookies, Don't My God Cookies _LLC, Don'tMyGodCookies.com. Support them, buy cookies. They're doing giveaways and being, thanking you guys for supporting their business. Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving giveaway. I appreciate everyone that's on the chat. We had over 500 people on today, and I appreciate that very much. I understand that you guys want content, but the live chats I think are just the money earner right here. Let me see how many we have. 572. 572. We have 573 people on today. That's very nice for a pre-Thanksgiving show. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Be on the lookout for some more videos during the week. I'm going to try to get you guys some more content, but it's been raining here for a little bit. So someone said Jay versus Terry. I don't think they'd fight. I think they're butt buddies. They probably dock with each other. All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you guys more than likely Friday. I'm not going to do a show Thursday because I want you guys to enjoy yourself. So I will see you guys Friday, prime time. We'll give you guys a show, hang out, talk some shit before the weekend. And I'll try to get you a video up before then. If not, it'll be on Saturday. I'll get you guys some videos on one of the cars. Have a good rest of your night, guys. See you later. Bye.